Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of our journey through Advent. Today I want to talk about world peace, that, quote, ideal state of nonviolence and happiness that would exist across all peoples on our earth, end quotes, if it truly existed. Now that's what I want for Christmas this year. Think about it. No more wars, no more shootings, no more lootings, no more racism, and you can fill in whatever you want to after that. But seeing as I don't have the powers of world domination, I don't think I'm going to get my wish this Christmas. And even if I did have the powers of world domination to bring peace on earth, I would have to coerce people into doing that. And that's completely and totally opposed to the peace that we've been talking about this week. So I asked myself the question, what can I do? Well, one of my seminary profs once said, no peace will exist between nations unless peace reigns in each country. And no country will have peace unless peace resides in each community. And no community will have peace unless peace dwells within its people. And no people will have peace unless they surrender to the Prince of Peace. I believe that. And I believe it begins with you and me. Jesus in Matthew 5, verse 9 says that people will know that we're sons of God when they see us seeking to make peace with other people. In Romans chapter 14, Paul puts it this way, pursue whatever makes for peace and spiritually builds each other up. Or even better, in chapter 12, verse 18, he says, if it's all possible, so far as it depends upon you, live peaceably with all. So how are we going to do that this Friday in Advent? Well, here's what I'd love you to do. I'd love you to take some time to read and then visualize Ephesians chapter 2, verses 11 through 22. And then ask yourself a few questions. Number 1, is there somebody you really don't like right now? Number 2, why don't you like them? Number 3, what would it take to be at peace with them, to be in a right relationship with God and them, and to bring them into a right relationship with God? Then ask yourself, could you take the initiative to call them or text them or email them in order to get together and remove whatever barrier stands between you and them? Remember the Ephesians chapter 2, verses 11 through 22 image. And then ask yourself finally, will you try it? Will you try doing it? I hope you will. And to encourage you and maybe hold you a little bit accountable towards that, I'd love you to do this. If you have little ones at home, have them build a wall out of building blocks or Legos and put 2 little men, Lego men or whatever they are, on either side of the wall. And then read Ephesians chapter 2 in a version maybe they can understand. And then ask them to tear down the wall, not out of anger, but in order to bring the 2 people to peace. I hope you do it this weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.